Bill O'Reilly here, Monday, April 6, 2020. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening today in America. The virus death rate in New Orleans, now the highest in America. Business break-ins, burglaries, up 75% in New York City. A drug used to treat the contagion enters phase 2. The British Prime Minister hospitalized with the disease. The Pope celebrates Palm Sunday Mass with no worshipers. Also ahead, how the pandemic will change America. But first, the virus fatality rate in New Orleans, a major concern. 22% of those hospitalized, not infected, hospitalized, have died, compared to 15% in New York City and 10% nationwide. Doctors say residents in Louisiana have more health problems generally than most Americans, including diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. The New York Police Department reporting a 75% rise in burglaries for businesses. To stop the break-ins, store owners are erecting wood barriers to prevent robbers from smashing windows and doors. Criminals mostly targeting name-brand shops and restaurants. Burglaries have quadrupled since March 1st. A medication used to treat HIV entering phase 2 trials to combat COVID. The drug called leronlimab, saving the lives of at least 2 patients in the USA so far. The medication is commonly used to boost the immune system for those suffering with AIDS. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson admitted to the hospital after battling the contagion for more than 10 days. The 55-year-old Prime Minister is being treated by doctors as a, quote, precautionary step. Mr. Johnson was first diagnosed with the virus on March 26th after members of his cabinet became ill. Pope Francis celebrating Palm Sunday in St. Peter's Basilica in Rome without the public. The Catholic leader marking the beginning of Holy Week in relative isolation for the first time in modern history. Typically, tens of thousands of faithful Christians descend upon Vatican City, leading into Easter Sunday. In a moment, America is changing, but exactly how? The news agencies are not reporting this, but we will. The message of the day after these announcements. You know me as a news guy, but today I'm a science guy. I've accumulated my share of aches and pains over the years, which started my quest for a natural solution. I found it in Omega XL. The stuff works, and it has 30 years of research to prove it. Omega XL is a powerful natural anti-inflammatory supplement that helps relieve joint and muscle pain. There's nothing like it. Omega XL has health benefits way beyond joint comfort. Here's another reason I take Omega XL. Research shows that it can rebalance inflammation in the body and promote a healthy immune system, vitally important. So, please do 2 things today for yourself. Stay close to your loved ones and order Omega XL, the supplement that can deliver pain relief while improving your overall health. Order now and get a second bottle absolutely free of charge. Please go to omegaxl.com/bill. That's omega, the letters xl.com/bill. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. As Bob Dylan once sang, the times they are a-changing. The pandemic will change many things on this earth, including very likely your life. But if you're looking for guidance and perspective on the post-virus world, you will not get that from America's news agencies. Instead, you'll see and read blatantly dishonest appraisals of the contagion designed to promote ideology and social engineering. The foolish presentations on many TV news programs are boring and depressing. More than a few presenters, as they call anchor people in England, are simply bewildered. They have no clue as to what is really happening. Whenever you hear an interviewer ask, "What do you make of that?" please understand the questioner has no question. They have to say something, but they are really saying nothing. So for the benefit of you, the listener, let me lay out a post-pandemic vision. First and most important, the false far-left belief that big government is the key to a satisfying life has been shattered. The repressive Chinese communists, who Bernie Sanders admires for combating poverty, are directly responsible for the plague. Also, the UN-funded World Health Organization enabled the totalitarians in Beijing to lie to the world. Never again should China and the WHO be trusted on anything. Around the globe, no leader was perspicacious enough to sound an early alarm about the contagion. No one. The first global action was taken on January 28th when the United States and Italy both stopped flights from China. That action saved President Trump, who is now totally dependent on American science to develop an antidote to defeat the virus. If that does not happen by September, Mr. Trump could very well lose the election. If it does come about, he will likely win. That's because the Democrats participated in 3 debates between January 1st and February 25th, and there was not one mention of the Wuhan virus. Nothing. But there was plenty of talk about impeachment. So now when the Democrats say the president was late sounding the alarm, they look foolish. In addition, their leading candidate, Joe Biden, criticized Mr. Trump for stopping the China flights. On the issues front, the open borders crew, a significant part of the Democratic machine, is done forever. On the Second Amendment, the FBI conducted a record number of background checks on gun buyers in March. Even the dimmest citizen now knows governments cannot protect folks. You must protect yourself, and that includes financially. Stop spending money you don't have. Finally, government-run healthcare is a virus victim. Many countries in Europe that have socialized medicine are running death rates 10 times higher than the USA. Private care is always better. Again, you need to protect yourself. You have to develop a skill that the marketplace needs when the economy ramps up again. And when normality returns, we will still have our bread and circuses to divert us. But during this hiatus from life as we knew it, you might want to take a hard look at your own life. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve that message by actually writing it. For more news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. It's shocking that your home can be stolen easily. Deborah learned that brutal lesson when thieves found her home's title online. They then forged the document to appear she sold her house, but she didn't. The criminals borrowed thousands using Deborah's home equity. She didn't even know she was a victim until foreclosure and eviction notices arrived. She spent a fortune trying to get her home back. The FBI now calls home title fraud one of the fastest growing crimes, but you can avoid a possible nightmare by protecting your home with Home Title Lock. Neither your homeowner's insurance nor your bank protects you. For pennies a day, Home Title Lock will. Find out if you're already a victim of home title fraud. So please register your home at HomeTitleLock.com and enter BILL, B-I-L-L, for 1 month of free protection. That's BILL for 1 month free at HomeTitleLock.com. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. There are currently 1.2 million confirmed cases of the virus in 150 countries. Billions of people are experiencing unprecedented restrictions on their daily routines, including social distancing, travel bans, even mandatory curfews. Drastic measures for the most dangerous world outbreak in the last 100 years. But not all countries are feeling the pandemic panic. Some are safer than others. These are the places mostly untouched by the virus so far. South Asia's Singapore, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. Only about a dozen deaths among them. Can you believe it? Early intervention as well as digital surveillance, keeping citizens there safe. Singapore especially prepared for the outbreak because of the SARS pandemic back in 2003. the country stockpiled medical supplies. Folks are relatively safe in Vietnam, home to 96 million with only 150 infections. While most countries took a wait-and-see approach, the Vietnamese government began testing and tracking the disease just 2 weeks after the first case appeared in eastern China. That's early January. Next, South Sudan, population 12 million, no reported cases of the virus. That doesn't mean it's a safe place to be. The ongoing drought and civil war make the country one of the most dangerous nations on earth. And the government there might not even be reporting virus cases. To Europe, Germany, well on its way to flattening the curve, while it's been one of Europe's worst affected countries with 60,000 virus cases. It also has the lowest mortality rate thanks to widespread testing and mandatory social distancing. Talking too close to another person can land you a big fine. Again, however, I'm not exactly trusting Germany's reporting methods. Then there are places untouched because of their geography. Tonga, Yemen, Samoa. There are 18 nations that have yet to report a single case of the virus. And here's something else you might not know. One country claims 0 incidents of COVID, North Korea. Do you believe that? I don't. Back after this. There are thousands of abandoned animals in the USA that need our help. I am partnering with Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. Founded by actor Leo Grillo, who left Hollywood to devote his life to saving abandoned animals, Delta Animal Sanctuary is a one-of-a-kind rescue unit. They are staffed by trained attendants who look after each animal, providing them water, treats, toys, and affection. Support Delta Rescue and put your legacy to work. Each life-saving gift helps Delta fulfill their mandate to rescue and care for animals. Request a free estate planning package at deltarescue.org/bill. For a limited time, please watch The Rescuer for free only at deltarescue.org/bill. The Rescuer is an award-winning documentary about Grillo's 2-year rescue of a family of 21 dogs abandoned in the wilderness. deltarescue.org/bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.